Okay, guys, welcome. In this class, I'm going to be talking about pending orders. In the last class, we talked about leverage, lot size, take profit, and stop loss. So we are going to be going further. I'm going to be explaining trading orders. Now, in trading orders, we have four main types of orders, or we call them pending orders. We have buy stop, we have sell stop, we have buy limit, we have sell limit. Then instant, we have what we call instant execution. Instant execution. Now, execution is when you enter a trade at the exact moment you see an opportunity. So let's say I get a fundamental news or a fundamental release that, let's say, USD JPY or all USD pairs are going to buy, maybe because the US economy did well, and I immediately enter the trade. Now I'm entering that trade based on instant execution. Let me show you an example. With through trading. Now let's say, since not I'm coming. Okay, my data is not on. Okay, I'm coming. Okay, this is Bitcoin now. Let's say I want to open a market now on instant execution. Now let's say if I put the value for my stop loss and take profit, right? Now instant execution means I enter either buy or sell immediately. But if I want to make use of those pending orders I mentioned there, if you click on this button here, you see by market execution means entering at the exact time of the market. Then we have buy limit, sell limit, buy stop, sell stop. Those are the main ones we're talking about, right? So now let me go back to this. So now buy stop is buying at a future price. Let me go back to this chart now. Let's say now this is Bitcoin, right? Let's say everything I'm doing here is just for example, for reference purposes, just for example. This is Bitcoin now. Let's say I entered or I missed this opportunity to buy Bitcoin. And I believe that around this region, this price here is 39,626. And I believe that around the region of 40,195, I believe that it will buy further. It will continue buying. Now, what I will enter here is, it means I will place a buy stop here, buy stop, so that when the price of Bitcoin reaches this point, it will buy. And let's say this is where my take profit is, this is where my TP is. So once it reaches this point here, this particular price, it buys and takes me here. So the advantage of pending orders is that if you miss one opportunity, you can catch the market again at another future price. That's the advantage of pending order. For this, I have explained buy stop. Let me explain buy sell stop. So let's say um um this is something. Let's assume this is the opportunity to sell Bitcoin at 41,414, and I was not able to sell at this point. And let me assume that this is another point. And that point, I believe that Bitcoin will hit and continue selling further, which is 40,902. Now, and let's say this is where my take profit, my TP is, since I'm selling my TP. So if I miss this point, entry at this point, I can set a sell stop here, a sell stop, so that when Bitcoin price goes down, and reaches this point, 40,000, this point 40,902, it will continue selling. So once it hits my pending order at this point, it will automatically put me inside the market until it reaches my point for take profit. So now I've explained buy stop, sell stop. So let me explain sell um sell limit. Sell limit. Remember we have buy stop, sell limit and buy limit. So let me explain sell limit now, or let me explain buy limit now. If I want to make use of buy limit, what it means is that in a case where we're in a market that is selling, and I believe that at a particular point, once the market reaches a particular point, it will begin to buy, as like we can see in this example here. You can see in this example here, right? If you continue selling, and I believe that when it reaches a particular point, the price of Bitcoin will shoot up and it will begin to buy, or any other currency or coin or anything you're trading. So now what you set is a buy limit. Buy limit is such that the price goes down, it keeps selling, selling. And once it reaches a particular point, it activates the buy limit and begins to buy. So this is a case of a buy limit. Then a sell limit is such that the market is buying, right? And I believe that when it reaches a particular point, let's assume this point is 41,513. Once it reaches a particular point, it will begin to sell. So I set my sell limit around the region. I believe that it will, once it reaches that point, to sell. So that once it reaches that point, it will it will bring me into the market, and if it goes according to my analysis, it will automatically bring me to the sell market. So I'll be able to make my profit. So let's say this is where my TP is. So remember, this was where we entered. This was where we set our pending order when it was buying around this region, believing that when it reaches this point here, it will sell and go down. So I've explained buy stop, buy limit, and sell limit. Okay, so let's go to the next topic. Okay, the next topic we're going to be talking about trading plan. One of the main things every trader must know is, or must have, is a good trading plan. Most people fail in trading because they don't have a plan on what are their objectives, how much their profit target is, how much they're willing to lose, what are their aims and objectives. These are some of the things I outlined here. Your trading plan must be smart, it must be measurable, it must be achievable, it must be realistic, time bound. Let me explain some. Now, for you to be a good trader, you should be able to know exactly how much your daily target is. Your daily target is daily target, how much your weekly target, and how much is your monthly target. Monthly target, right? Now, apart from that, you must also know the amount of money you are willing to lose. You have targets, profit targets, and profit target, and how much you are willing to lose and loss. How much are you willing to lose? Just in case the market goes against you, how much are you willing to lose? So let's say I have an account of $200, and my daily target for this account, this is a small account. Let's say my daily target for this account is $30. The amount I'm willing to lose just in case the trade goes against me is $15, right? Now, this is a realistic and a good trading plan. This is 2:1, in the sense that if it goes in my direction, I make two times the amount I'm risking to my loss. So you should be able to know exactly how much I'm making, exactly how much we lose. Everything should be calculated. You understand? So let me explain achievable. Now, achievable in the sense that, let's say you have an account, like I said, $200. An unachievable target is when you go to go and say, let's say you're from $200, you want to target $2,000. $2,000. It is not like it's not achievable, but it is too much. It is too far. It will take a lot of effort. You understand? Um, and let's say under realistic too. It's almost the same thing with achievable. When you're targeting an amount that is too much, or an amount that puts too much pressure on you, then another mistake most traders make is something we call revenge trading. Revenge trading. Revenge trading is the case whereby you enter a trade and you are in loss. Let's say you're in loss, and You don't want to accept the fact that you have lost and you enter the market again to trade to gain back your money. It is not a good thing in trading. One attribute of many great traders is the fact that they understand that you cannot win every day. They understand that sometimes that no matter how good your analysis are or analysis is, you will still lose your money. So most of the good traders are people that accept loss and try again another day. But if you want to know people that are not good, you see, one of the main things that kills many people in trading is greed. This is the main problem many traders have: greed. Greed. You understand? So if you can control your greed, if you have a realistic target, you won't have much issue. So as much as possible, if you lose any money, if you have done your due diligence, done your analysis and everything, but you still lost money, what you should do is accept your loss for that day and go. And that thing is, if your profit target is, let's say, $30 in a day, because you have a small account of $20, right? No matter the opportunity you see in the market, don't enter again. It's not a good thing. If your target is $20 or $30, keep growing your account like that. Once you reach your target for that day, you close your account and wait for that day. You understand? So once you can do some of these things, um, you won't have much issue. And that thing is, if your account is, let's say, $200, you shouldn't risk much. You should know I said you should use or should risk at least 10% for stop loss. That's why I said at least you can use a stop loss of $20. This is 10%, or 10% is very very good for a small account. It will make sense when your account is $200 and your stop loss is around $100. It's not a good trading plan. You understand? So that's just it for trading plan. Six common mistakes made by most traders. Uh, One mistake made by most traders: not having a trading plan. I explained to give you problem. Paper trading. Paper trading means when you are trading with a demo account. It is good to trade with demo account when you're in the learning phase, but the moment you are done learning, you should let go of the demo account and try out the real thing with the real account. No matter how good you are trading demo, it cannot be compared with trading a real life account. You understand? So let's say you took 2 months or a month to learn how to trade. It's always advisable, or it's good that you use like 1 or 2 extra months to practice on demo. After you are done mastering your strategy, then you can leave paper trading, which is demo trading, and focus on a real account. That's how you gain more experience. The another thing is not using stop loss. Some people believe that because they are experts, the market cannot go against you. This is a market that, is billions of dollars are traded every day. It is not advisable that you trade that stop loss. There are some days that no matter how good or accurate your analysis is, something will just happen. The market will go against you. There's something they call stop loss hunt, whereby institutional traders or traders that into banks, hedge funds, people that trade in billions of dollars can manipulate the market in such a way that favor them. And no matter how it might show you, let's say, show you a buy signal and it end up selling. So what will save your money and save you is the fact that you're using stop loss. You understand? Some people trade without stop loss, thinking that it cannot go against them. I've also been a victim of it, and you end up losing a lot of money. So it's always advisable you have a stop loss and have a take profit, have a profit target. And that thing is opening too many trades. It's not advisable. You have an account of $200 or $500, and you go to go open plenty trades that let me say each is each of the trade you are risking $20 stop loss. $20. So if you end up opening like 4 or 5 now, you notice that you are losing almost half of your money, which is not a good thing. You understand? So that's one of those the few tips you should understand. Then some sites you can get news. Yeah, Forex. I talked about Forex Factory. You can get fundamental news there from dailyfx.com. I get fundamental news from investing.com. I get fundamental news from myfxbook.com and so many other sites. They give forecasts. They give information about what they feel about different currencies, stocks, bond, crypto, and other things being traded. So you can. They also give forecast charts. Another important site is TradingView tradingview.com tradingview.com, and this site is many you can see you will see advanced um, tools for you to be able to get better charts on TradingView or some other tools. So that's all for um, this session. In the next class, I'm going to talk about some things you should know about fundamental analysis. Thank you.